Trafford tonight as the holders begin the defence of the trophy they won for the 5th time back in February. Manchester United against Burton, Albion. There are 4 other third-round ties tonight. We'll keep you up to date with those throughout the evening. You can see the goals as they go in on Sky Sports News as well. With the draw,
much changed Manchester United side, but still a strong one and an experienced one. 7 of this 11 played in the Wembley win against Southampton in February. First outings this season for Michael Carrick, twice a League Cup winner with United. Sergio Romero gets a run out in goal as well. 9 changes in total from the 11 that started the Premier League win against Everton here on Sunday. Just Juan Mata and Marcus Rashford keep their places. If things do get awkward, they've got top scorer Romelu Lukaku to call on from the bench, along with 20-year-old Scott. Plenty of changes for previous rounds, and he does again tonight. 9 from the weekend win in the Championship against Fulham. He rewards the players who earned this with wins in the previous rounds. There is cup experience in here. Joe Mason and Ben Turner both played and scored in the League Cup final defeat for Cardiff against Liverpool back in 2012. Luke Vardy, 35 next week, scored against Manchester United in the League Cup for Crewe as they took them to extra time 11 years ago. So far this season. We're underway, a place in the last 16 of the Carabao Cup up for Burton Albion. Carrick looking for Lingard, might come for Rashford, it does! It's taken 4 minutes for Manchester United to hit the front. Marcus Rashford with his 4th goal of the season. And Burton Albion fears appear to be coming through here.
It's the worst possible start for them. We talked about Varney needing to hold the ball. If he doesn't do that, and then what they do, the interchanging, you see Lingard, he sits exactly where he wants it. It's a lovely little touch on it. And his Turner can't get there. And Rashford just plays up him beautifully. This is a wonderful touch from Lingard. And great finish from Rashford as well. I'm saying worst possible start for Burton Albion. And the interchange between Lingard and Rashford. It's a great finish from Rashford. And what a touch from Lingard.
Up the road in Rochdale, but Burton looked rattled. Palmer's given it to Herrera. Options abound here for Ander Herrera. Lingard's one of them. There was an excellent block. Naylor. Dyer. Oh, Allen's done well.
Fantastic bit of skill from Allen. Seems to be full of confidence. Gets the better of Mata. He's trying to curl it into that top corner, unable to do it. Just a few seconds earlier, this could have been 2-0. Good strike, ended up being good defending.
Mata. There's this from Martial. Ripley just about held on to it.
It's a good effort from Martial. It's a lovely run from Blind, just creates that bit of time and space. Martial, it's comfortable enough for Ripley. Just lets go of.
Rashford. Oh, that's a delightful hit from Marcus Rashford, who doubles his tally and Manchester United's lead, and they're starting to streak away on the night.
Well, we've seen him a couple of times trying to get in behind. He's Burton back 5. This time he just decides just to take that little bit of a step off. Does that, creates the time and space for himself. That's a great strike. In off the post, but just his movement here gets in between the midfield and defence of Burton, able to turn in one stride and puts it into the back of the net. The same Manchester United, they are well worth it. Every time they're going forward, they're looking so dangerous.
"12 minutes after his first. Lingard, Martial. Now Daley Blind might open up for him. Martial to Mata. Straight at Connor Ripley, and he can make the save.
Oh, lining up Manchester United players. Look how many of them are in the box here. Burton just can't clear it. They work it really well, Manchester United. Falls to Juan Mata. Just can't get it out of his feet, and he's running off a scoop, really. Comfortable enough for Ripley, but
Mata. Oh, he's popped it up to Anthony Martial. Ripley makes the save. Back with Rashford. And his header will go straight to the Burton goalkeeper.
it's a fantastic save from Ripley, but we talk about Juan Mata getting into these space in between the midfield and defence. Once again, he's done it. Martial keeps himself on side, but give credit to Ripley, keeps himself big. Not able to really test Ripley.
He's on loan from his parent club, Middlesbrough. Here's Varney now to pop it up for Mason. And Romero is out to make the save. Burton had the corner, but they could and possibly should have had more.
And he worked it really well. Varney does brilliant here. Just out strengths. Lindelof, he's a lovely little ball. Mason, you just tries to clip it over Romero. It's Romero, he stays as big as he can for as long as possible, and it's enough to just divert the effort wide.
Lingard. Mata. Oh, he's nutmegged. Macton. And touched onto the post by Ripley. Darmian to keep it alive. And Martial's acrobatic effort is blocked behind.
It's absolutely brilliant from Juan Mata. Just puts it through Akpan's leg, the defensive midfielder. And they do get it back into the box. We give great credit to Flanagan. That's an outstanding block. That looks as though he's going into the back of the net. Mata. Absolutely brilliant from him. And you see the ball back here. Martial just going into the back of the net. The power he's got on it. So give great credit to Flanagan. Make sure he could get in the way.
By Michael Carrick to invite Martial forward. Loses his footing, but not possession. Martial. Lingard. The deflection is a cruel one, but a worthy one for Manchester United, who had 3 with 10 minutes of this first half left to play.
See, Lingard's a goal scorer, but they all go straight over to Martial. Fantastic play from him. Great perseverance as well. He comes short and just uses his pace to get him behind. A lovely bit of movement from him. It just takes such an unfortunate deflection of Turner. Manchester United, they've been so dominant. Every time they've gone forward, they've looked dangerous. I'm sure there's more to come from them as well. I'll give credit to Burton. They are trying, every time they can see the goal, they're trying to get back at Manchester United going forward. And they're leaving themselves so open at the back. And when there's players like Lingard on the pitch, Martial, Mata.
And Dyer, just a week short of his 35th birthday, to Matty Palmer. Oh, it's come all the way through, and Lunt almost seems surprised by it, and certainly should probably have done better with it.
It's a lovely ball in from Palmer, and if anything, Blint, he just gets under it. He's just onside. I think he's actually taken by surprise himself. And he just can't get it under control quick enough. And therefore the ball's rising and he can't get his body over it.
Flick from Rashford. And the injection of pace from Martial. That's a lovely rollover. Martial denied by Ripley. But not have escaped the notice of Manchester United fans that their scorers tonight are homegrown. There's Rashford teeing it up for Martial. Excellent advantage play. And Martial is allowed to sweep it home and make it 4 for Manchester United on the hour mark.
Martial gets the goal, but it's a homegrown player that should get the plaudits. Fantastic bit of play for him here. Plays a lovely ball, just takes his time. Martial, he's deserved that goal. Constantly been on the move, looking to get in behind. He lays the initial ball off, and he's not happy. He doesn't want to stop and admire the pass. He wants to keep on running. Let's see, he creates a space for himself. It's a great finish, and he deserves that goal. You see how much it means to him as well.
Martial nearly dug it out to get another goal for Manchester United.
Once again, Martial looking to play on the shoulder. Lovely ball this time from Lingard. With credit to Flanagan. It's more difficult for him. Move it from Manchester United going forward. This time it's Lingard dropping deep. Martial going beyond.
Well, this is a rather curious development. Who throws a shoe?
I've seen what you're wearing. I think you could find the other one.
Intercepts. Mason. It's gone away from Herrera. Dyer. Dyer blasts over. Well, he's got a terrific goal-scoring record in this competition as Lloyd Dyer.
He gets the ball, he's only got one thing in his mind. He's very direct, quick-footed, makes that bit of space for himself. He's unable to keep it down.
Oh, in the dying seconds. In by Murphy. Oh, back off the crossbar, so close to getting something. Pereira's missed it. It's back with Dyer. And Burton Albion have done something that no side has done at Old Trafford this season, and that is score a goal. It's a happy irrelevance, but it's something for Burton Albion to go home with.
They've deserved that. They've kept trying and trying. They've had a couple of good chances. So lovely ball in from Murphy. It's just off the bar from Mason. And if anyone deserved the goal for Burton, it was that man Dyer. Doesn't celebrate the goal, but it's something that Burton Albion can take from this game. Pereira a little bit disappointed he wasn't able to hold on to the ball. But Nigel Clough.
Well, let's progress without too much of a bump in the road for Jose Mourinho. One small moment at the end that he won't be happy about. Other than that, it was very much Manchester United's night from start, very nearly to finish. Couple of goals in and around the first 17 minutes.